becomes the heavyweight champion of the world.
Hey yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Wage, that wrestling anime gaming enthusiast, here today to talk a little bit of anime / manga, read One Piece, chapter 1021 and 1022. It's been a little bit since I did a One Piece review, so I'll do both videos. If you just want to see the chapter 1022 reaction, I'll leave a timestamp in the description. And yeah, also I got my Nico Robin shirt on only because I was slightly spoiled that chapter 1021 has to do with Robin. I don't really know what happens. I just know that Robin does something in this chapter, so I figured I'd represent with the best girl right here. But yeah, let's hop into this chapter. So chapter 1021, Demonio. All right, so that definitely seems like it could be related to Robin, like Demon's Child kind of thing. And we got my boy Senior Pink and Frankie having some drinks together. All right, reader request: Senior Pink and Frankie having drinks at Leopard's Bar. All right, so I like that reader request cover. Now let's hop into the chapter. All right, so yeah, it just starts right off with the Robin and Black Maria battle continuing. All right, so we got Black Maria. She's like, "Aw, are you mad? That's quite the size you can reach. It seems exhausting." And Robin's like, "Don't worry about me. Huff, huff. This won't take long. Sea Serpent Snapdragon." And Robin is coming for Black Maria. She got her hands all over the place. And Black Maria's like, and looks like she's getting pushed back. And then Robin's coming for her face. And then Robin says, "There's no escape." And then Black Maria's like, "You don't think I'm just going to sit back and take it, do you?" And Black Maria slices, she doesn't slice the arm off, but it just looks like she just sliced some of Robin's arm. And you can see Robin, she's kind of like gritting her teeth because she took damage. And sure enough, she did. Black Maria says, "That damage still hurts your real body, doesn't it?" And then Black Maria's basically saying, "All you've done is given me an easier target to hit. Bigger arms and more of them." And then it looks like she has like a stinger on one of the spider legs. And it's kind of like smoking a little bit. I don't know if this is poison but Robin has noticed it for sure. And then all of a sudden, looks like the poison touched Robin. And then Black Maria's like, "So you noticed the poison on my feet." Okay, so no, it didn't touch her. Robin, she moved out the way because I was saying earlier, it looks like Robin noticed it, so Robin dodged the poison. And then all of a sudden, Maria grabs the bigger Robin, not actual Robin, and Maria nets it. So and then Maria apprehend, and Big Robin is, what a panel. What a panel. All right. And we got, and then Black Maria's licking her lips and she's like, "I'm a fighter, you know, and I show no mercy to anyone, even women." And this Spider and Robin, these poses, thank you, Oda. And then looks like Black Maria has like some brass knucks on and oiler knuckles, and Black Maria punches the giant Robin, and Robin is bleeding from the punch. And so the smaller Robin takes a lot of the damage because Robin's now on the actual Robin's on the ground. She's like, and then Black Maria's like, ha ha ha. It's so satisfying to beat on a nice big target. And Robin's like grabbing her face like this, and from the punch. And then you see Black Maria, she punches, but I think like Robin, she basically looks like she took away that giant clone form. And so Black Maria is like, oh, too much for you, because Robin got rid of the giant clone. And then all of a sudden, it looks like she took away an arm, not exactly, no, she just moved the face. Yeah. Robin just took away the face, but she still has a lot of the giant arms. And then they're coming at Black Maria. Black Maria looks like she's punching the arms out of the way and then like netting up to block something. And she does Maria Cade. So yeah, she used like spider webs to barricade the attack. And then you got Black Maria. She's like, haha, my threads are flammable, you know. And then the spider looks like he spits something. And Maria Arson, why does she always have to, or Mari Arson, she always has to say Mari before her attacks. And let's see. Okay, so Black Maria is saying, Robin, what happened to this won't take long. After you stuck up for that pathetic Blackleg Sanji's failure, you're both going to look like idiots if you lose next. And then Black Maria continues, she's like, go on, little flower, bloom in the midst of this sea of flames. Actually, can flowers bloom while on fire? I suppose you'll have to show me, hee hee. And then you got Robin, she's like caught up in the net, and she's like, oh no. And then Black Maria says, or do you need that ghostly skeleton to put out the flames again? And now we see Brook, and he's like, that was a very foolish thing I just heard you say, Miss Black Maria. If I were you, I would be running for my life. Yo ho 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 ho. And Black Maria continues, she's punching the actual Robin. She's like, what are you even good for, demon child? Remember what I said earlier, you're dead. You're the weight of your crew. You're the dead weight of your crew. The only thing the greater figures of the world want from you is your brain, not your giant arms and legs. They don't care about your personality. You're just a tool to them, as long as you're alive. And Robin's definitely taking damage from these punches. And then we see, what's the Fishman Island girl's name again? I cannot remember her name. I'll edit that in here. So we see the Fishman Island girl, and she's like, you ought to know how to throw a punch if you need it. And she's like, a slap's not good enough, Robin says. Obviously, this is a flashback to when Robin was with the revolutionaries. And she's like, people will try to kill you, Robin. How about a palm attack? With the base of the palm, wham. And then Sabo says, want me to teach you my Dragon Claw fist, Robin? And then one of the fishmen looks at and he says, "Don't force it on her. Robin's joint locks are plenty powerful." And then they're like, "I know, but we can't help her once we've split up. My point is that she can take care of herself." And then Robin's smiling and laughing. She's like, "Ha ha ha. Well, if you insist, would you teach me how you do a palm strike?" And then Sabo and, man, this is really messing me up. I want to remember her name. Give me 1 second. I know everybody watching this is probably like, bruh, you should know her name. That's why it's bothering me so much. Koala. Yes, koala. That is it. Alright, yeah. So, back to the chapter. So, yeah. So, Robin's like, "Ha ha ha. Well, if you insist, would you teach me how to do a palm strike?" And then Sabo and Koala are like, "Sure thing." And we see Robin, and she looks like she got punched again. Took a lot of damage. Looks like blood came out. And then Robin's like remembering the flashback. She's like, "That knowledge has been useful on many occasions." And she's like, "Gigantesco mano." And then Sabo's like, "You have to visualize your opponent's core." And then Koala says, "And save this for when you really need it." And then it's another palm attack, but this one's a Fishman karate secret art. So first thing is, and so Robin can do Fishman karate. All right, and it's Mille Fleur Fishman karate. And then Black Maria's like, "Huh?" And then she does her sprouts up an arm behind Black Maria, Gigantum, and she hits the roof. And Black Maria's like, "Why are you attacking up there?" And then, "Oh, unless..." And then Robin hit the roof so that all the wood would come down in the building and that would put out the fire. And then Black Maria's like, "No, that put out all the fire." And then, "Huh?" And then, what is this form? Hold on. So Demonio Floor, and Robin looks like she has turned into a giant vampire or some kind of demon. Like she has wings and horns. And then Black Maria looks shocked and she's like, "A demon?" And then, how does Robin have fangs? I don't understand how she has fangs. Okay, Robin says, "I can be a demon if I have to, and I'll do it for the people who truly need me, for the people who are counting on me." And then Black Maria's like, "Stop! Why do you look like that?" And then Black Maria's like, "Ah!" And then Robin's like, "What was that you said about not needing arms and legs?" And then Black Maria's like, "What? I wasn't talking about me. You're the one nobody wants." And then this panel, Robin, grand jacuzzi clutch. And she's all black too. Does this mean Robin is using hockey? What is going on? What is this form? She has horns and fangs. All her arms are black. She must be using hockey. Oh my goodness. Look at that form.
Yeah! Look at that form, man. Look at that. Look at it.
Oh my God.
Respect it.
Okay. Next page. And we see some of Black Maria's crew. And what was that awful sound? And who made that scream? We can't see through the ice block. Stupid skeleton. Did something happen to Lady Black Maria? And then the Black Maria's crew is like peeking through the ice, and they're like, did she? And they're like, what? And then Lady Black Maria, and she is knocked out. Eyes, no pupils, eyes are just white. And they're like, Lady Black Maria. And they're looking at Robin, still in the form, glaring at them. And they're like, eek, demon. And I appreciate you lining up for me. Yo ho ho ho, Brooke says. And now the phrase, the arms orchestra. And it looks like Brooke just took out all of Black Maria's crew members in a single blow. So Black Maria's done. Robin won that fight. That form. How can she do that? Okay, let me keep reading. And now I'm feeling a bit tired. Oh, careful, Robin, Brooke says. And we got one of the Marys that is looking at Brooke and Robin. And then Tokage poured udon, and then we have Karibu, and he's like, are you sure you understand? That's a month's worth of food for me. You better replace every last morsel or I'm gonna have a problem. And then we got some of Law's crew, and they're looking and they're saying, I can't believe how much you were carrying around. My Swamp's power is bottomless. She's a hungry gal. And you got Jean Bart is like, hey Straw Hat, now that your strength is back, tell us what's happening on Onigashima. What's going on with the captain, Beppo, and the others? And then Luffy is still eating all this food and he is just not even speaking English. I'm not even gonna try to read that. So he's like, basically he tells them something and they're like, yes, I could do that. But why would you suggest something so foolish? And that's Shinobu talking to Momonosuke. And Shinobu's like, we just got away from that terrible place. I'm not going to help you go back up there. And if I don't do something, the flower capital and all of Wano will fall into ruin. But what you're asking of me can't be undone. And your mind will still be that of a child. I don't care. Maybe it will help me turn into a giant dragon. Please, Shinobu, use your ripe fruit to your ripe jutsu to turn me into an adult. So is okay, and I think that is the chapter. It looks like Shinobu is about to age Momonosuke, so he might be his proper age after she ages him. I don't know how much she's going to age him. Okay, let's go to the next chapter. All right, so chapter 1022. The stars take the stage. And we see the Tontatas. I don't even care about this read request. I want to get into the next chapter. I don't care about the Tontatas that much. So, all right, we got the narrator. He's like, over 30,000 members of the Beast Pirates squared off against a raid of 5,400 from the Samurai Pirate Alliance. But the gap slowly closed thanks to Otama's millet dumpling strategy. Yeah, so Otama's Kibidongo and the inspired efforts of the Samurai Pirates. Above the Wano mainland, Onigashima, you see the castle floating. Time left until it reaches the flower capital. Only 15 minutes. And Luffy is big, so he might go Tank Man again. Last time we saw Luffy this size, he went Tank Man versus Cracker. And I skipped the panel. And now the enemy's fearsome Topiropo are down and out too. Yeah, Black Maria, Who's Who, and Sasaki all are done. And we're looking back on top of the island of Onigashima. All right, third floor of the castle. There's a fire. Why is Korozumi Orochi huff? Why would you serve such a wretched man, Fukurokujo? And they like put out the flames. And so we got Raizo versus the Fukurokujo fight about to happen. And we got Raizo, he says Nimpo, clone jutsu, ka. And then Fukurokujo says, we shinobi exist to serve the shogun, whomever he is. Nimpo, earlobe crackers. And Fukurokujo says, and speak for yourself. The man you serve is a ghost. And then Raizo's like, you mean Lord Odin? And Fukurokujo says, that's the real you. And then, so Fukurokujo said that to kind of trigger Raizo so that he could see which one was the real one. And then Fukurokujo's like, you are too emotional to ever succeed at the way of the shinobi. No matter how much skill you have at ninjutsu, it's those very emotions that make us who we are, Raizo says. And then we got Raizo kind of reminiscing, slightly flashback. It's like, on that fateful day, we laughed together, we cried together, we perished together with Lord Odin. And now we are mere ghosts driven to carry out the wish of our Lord. It was not his order to us, not a mere duty. Each of us chose to follow our emotions and carry out the missions of our own free will. If we must die to accomplish that, so be it. Today, the long dark night of Orochi and Kaido ends, and a glorious sun rises over the land again. Lord Momonosuke shall be shogun. Good speech, Raizo. Good speech. Good speech. And we got third floor. Hawkins, how many replacements do you have left in there? And so we got the Killer versus Hawkins fight. And Killer says barely any. Hawkins says barely any. My outlook is poor. And he's like, and Killer's like, I pity those lives. And it looks like Killer is slicing through some more of Hawkins. And Hawkins is like, but there are a few left. The real question is, whose lives are they? And Killer says, huh? And then says, it would have been satisfying. Oh, no, okay, let me go here. So then we got second floor, Blonde Kid versus Big Mom. And then, hey, what's gotten into you? Law says, what's wrong, Eustace? And then Kid is like, what is this? Where did these stab wounds come from? And then, no, you're saying that Straw Doll belongs to. And then Hawkins says, it would have been satisfying to allow you to kill kids yourself without realizing what you've done. But then I decided it would be more entertaining to tell you and watch you struggle to attack me. The only way you can finish me off is by personally killing your own captain. Go on then. Put on a show for me, Hawkins says. And then Killer's like, woof, woof, woof. I like your style. And okay, we go away from this fight. And we're performance floor, Skull Dome. And we got King and Queen, and they're looking huge. And is that King palming Chopper? Who is this? Or is this just like some regular dude? No, I think that's just like a random beast pirate that he has. Okay, yeah, because this dude has 4 arms. So yeah, he has like a random gifter. And then King and Queen. So we got Queen. He's like, listen up, all of you miserable former beast pirates. And they're like, and they're like, the price for treason is very steep. And then you see King, he's squeezing some guy, lighting him on fire. And then the beast pirates are like, where's Marco? Help us out of this, man. And then they're like, he's reached the limit of his stamina. We gotta fight our own battle now. And then you got Sangoro. Are you all right? And then they're looking for Zorojuro. And they're like, damn it. 2 of them at the same time. This is too much. And who can possibly stop them? They'll wipe out the entire floor. And then Sanji's like, Chopper, Miyagi, if this medicine isn't working, just drag that green mummy to safety. We gave him the medicine, but will it still take longer? He's in grave condition to begin with. Keep your chin up, Zoro, Chopper says. And then Zoro's kind of like gritting his teeth. And then Sanji kicks Queen. He's like, you want me? I'm right here. Queen's like, and then everybody's cheering. They're like, Sanguro. And they're like, and then King says, find Roronoa Zoro and put an end to him. They were giving him some kind of strange treatment. Don't let them heal him. And then we got Peril Sparrow. He's like, stupid beast. They kicked up so much dust, I can see my target. I'll be the one to eliminate Vinsmoke Sanji. Perorin. If you simply married Pudding like you were told to, we'd never have to team up with these cretins. And then, that's him, boss. Oh yeah? And it looks like Nekomamushi can see Peril Sparrow. And then Peril Sparrow has his arrow, and he's like, now die. Germa's biggest failure. And then Nekomamushi is like, step outside. This is for Pedro. And then, yeah, so Nekomamushi just punched or clawed Peril Sparrow really bad. Looks like he knocked him out of the performance dome. And then Nekomamushi's like, I'm not done with you. And then they're like, we found him. There's Roronoa Zoro. And then the Beast Pirates or Samurai Pirate Alliance are like, they spotted us. Run faster. And then like, protect Zorojuro. He suffered these wounds honorably. And then, King lands right in front of them. They're like, it's King. And then King has like a ball of fire in his hand, and Chopper's like, no, leave him alone. And then Sanji's like, damn it, do I have to do everything for you, Mosshead? And Undying Whistle, Imperial Flame. And then, okay, so Marco blocked it, and he's like, I've heard tales from long, long ago about the race of people atop the Red Wall who could burst into flames. And here we have King, the Wildfire. And then they're like, you're still alive, Marco, Queen says. And then he's like, Marco says, now that would mean the white bit pirates are already supposed to be dead, Queen and King say. And they're like, all right, I give up. I'm satisfied. That's it for me today. And then Tristan and Miyagi. Zoro looks like he's busting out of the bandages. And I forget Chopper's so small. He's like in Tristan's hands. And they're all shocked because they're looking at Zoro burst out of these bandages. And I'm sure he's about to tear King up. Marco tilts his glasses and he's like, it's time for the stars to take the stage. And then the Samurai Pirate Alliance and Panda Man are like, hey, look at that. And then Panda Man's like, yeah, he's back. Or that might be a gifter, but I doubt it. That's probably Panda Man. And then you got Zoro. He's like three sword style, or Santoryu. And then we got Sanji, and we got Diable, and then Purgatory, Oni, Mutan, Giri Mallet, and Zoro and Sanji look like they did like a very strong attack. I don't think King and Queen are done, but it looks like they definitely did a strong attack on them. And then we got, yeah, it's the Straw Hats, the Samurai Pirate Alliance says. And then Zoro's like, hey, Twirly, once we conquer this battle, and then Sanji's like, yeah, we're going to catch a glimpse of Luffy as king of the pirates. To be continued. All right, so that is the end of chapter 1022. Yeah, and yeah, we don't have any break next week. That's awesome. So we still didn't see. I wanted to see if Momonosuke was gonna get aged by Shinobu from chapter 1021. A lot of the Straw Hats seem like they pretty much won all their fights, and I cannot tell if King and Queen are down yet, but it looks like it the way that Zoro and Sanji are talking. And I don't think they are though, just because he says once we conquer this battle. So I don't think King and Queen are done. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Even if you didn't, please just rate the video, comment, subscribe. Peace. I'll see y'all in the week.